This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
NordVPN. Get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMANUTS. Wild Alaskan Company. Healthy, affordable, convenient fish sent right to your door. Save $25 off with code BIGFISH25. Newsist. Vegan nutrition products. Save 15% off with code FIT10. Drift Air Freshener. The freshest air freshener with no harmful chemicals. Save 15% off with code INGO15. Defense Soap. Everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMA Nuts to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 646.
646.
My name is Ingo Lego.
Matt Griffith, MMA show by fans, for my fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous. What are you drinking over there? Blueberry soda?
Summer berry water lube.
See? Water lube? What the hell?
It's sparkling water, or with gas, as they call it in Europe.
Nice.
Yes.
Leaded or unleaded?
Yeah, unleaded. Sadly, I'm licking my wounds due to the championship loss of my beloved former Lions. I don't know if you watched the games today.
I saw a little bit, but I turned it off. I turned it off, I think, as the second quarter ended.
They were on fire in the first half, could not be stopped, and then they gave up 17 points in 8 minutes. There was
Wow.
crazy shit that happened. Like ball bounced off someone's head, and another guy caught it and scored a touchdown. It was like, like you name it. Somebody flew in for a touchdown and dropped it. Like it was bananas. So, and they lost. So it's going to be Chiefs and 49ers in the Super Bowl.
So root for the 49ers because you don't want the Chiefs to win.
No,
Enough of the Taylor Swift and Kelsey.
Oh,
bullshit.
anti-Taylor Swift. There you go.
Oh, it's so annoying.
It is pretty annoying.
I think they realized it because I think during the game they didn't cut to her too many times.
No,
but she's like a shill. Both of those two are shills. You got to get away from them.
They're everywhere. Can't get away from them.
Nope. Let's see. Where do you want to start talking in the MMA world?
I don't know. Do we start with the big news? UFC
Sure. What's the big news?
I don't know. In my opinion, UFC 300 fight card rumor mill.
Yeah, sure.
So currently, let's just take a look. Okay, can I do this? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen for a second. Here's what we're dealing with. Zhang Wei Li versus Jianan, Gaethje Holloway, Oliveira versus Sarukian, Pokraic, Rocky. These are like solid fights, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty good stuff. Even the undercards looking. Holly Holm, we got that we can talk about that in a minute. The announcement of that, Kayla Harrison, right? But here we are with a headliner, still says TBD, and this fucking thing is happening in like 3 months, less than 3 months. So how the hell? I don't know. The rumors are that we're gonna get Conor McGregor. So those are
there's a weird rumor talking about they're gonna get rid of the 170-pound division, make 175 division, 165 division, and then have Conor and Chandler fight for the belt at 165. Like that's one rumor floating out there.
I don't hate that rumor. I don't mind it.
One rumor, the other one, which could be potential, I don't doubt it happens, but Amanda Nunes was talking about potentially coming back out of retirement. I mean, you could do Nunes Cyborg too.
Okay.
I don't feel like I don't know, like just looking at this whole card and in general, and we'll come back to the Kayla Harrison thing, but just the whole card in general, it doesn't have the same allure as the UFC 100, the UFC 200, and even like again, I think the UFC is at the same point we are of like, what the fuck do you put as your main event? Like, what do you do? Like, I don't know.
There's nobody. I mean, it's
Right.
gotta be. They're gonna have to do some fuckery to get Conor on this card. Something. That's my thoughts. You figure out some weird USADA exemption, or
Yeah, because USADA's not there. I think they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. Or
because I didn't know, is he ready to come back? I think that's the biggest thing.
That's a good point. He might not be. He's busy doing other shit.
Yeah.
Later in the show, maybe I don't know if we can play it, but there's a trailer for a movie.
Can't play the clip, but we could just show the cover.
Okay,
This is a fucking copyright us, of course.
fuckers.
So this is April 13th. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. And then just briefly talking about, so Kayla Harrison was in the PFL
Hmm.
and they bought Bellator, and Cyborg was in Bellator. And Kayla had been talking all this shit, like how she should beat Cyborg, beat her. And then as soon as she has the opportunity to fight her, she runs away and signs with the UFC. And even the CEO of the PFL said, listen, we wish Kayla well. We're disappointed that fight between Cyborg and Kayla did not happen. Kayla chose not to make it happen and move on to the next chapter. So it's kind of like the Ronda Rousey, like we bark, 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 but then when the shit comes down to it and you want to put the fight together, oh, I have no interest in that fight, and I'll fucking leave. And
Hmm.
it's so fucking annoying. So that's why I almost want Cyborg to be on this card, because Kayla Harrison, she's fighting at 135 against Holly Holm. She normally fights at 155. How the fuck is she gonna make 35?
Well, here's I was yeah. Thank you for lobbing that over. I read some interview with her, and she was talking about how she carries a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
And she says, I'm going to have to lose a piece of me to be able to fight at 135 pounds. She said she's already lean, so I'm going to have to lose muscle in order to get down to that weight. And I'm trying to do that through diet and taking care of my body. So basically, she's probably going to become vegan and like only run miles and miles. She's going to need a Diaz approach, volume, 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 because I don't know. I'd be shocked if she makes weight on the
Yeah, I
first
don't
go
think she's
around.
gonna make it. And if she does, like what percent version of her are you going to see? Like 20% of what would be normal? Because you forced her
Yeah.
to cut all. It's the same thing when they made Cyborg cut all that weight to go down to 35. She's killing herself to make it, and she did.
Yep.
But fuck, this is just stupid matchmaking too. I'm like, you should just make that fight at 45. It doesn't matter. 35, 45. It could have been at 55 for all the fucking care. I
Right.
don't give a shit. It's really about these fights that people care about. Like, do you want to see the fight? Weight class means nothing to me. It's just stupid. It's almost like we're just gonna have a 135-pound class and that's it. Well, what's the point of
Yeah.
bringing her in? Like, I don't want to see her fight a what is it, Holly, 42 years old, go to fucking decision.
No, that wouldn't be
Like,
fun. Let her be at whatever weight and let her fight at however she wants to fight.
right?
Be exciting, you know?
Yeah. It's fucking dumb. It's just fucking dumb. And like this whole signing doesn't make sense to me.
No,
So we'll see. I hope that works out. I don't have a good feeling about that. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about her in that.
I think that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Do a little sponsor action.
oh, yeah, of course. Uh, this one's going to be a little weird. Brought to you by the Manscaped. Roses are red, violets are blue. Trim your balls, and your date will thank us too. What's up, fellas? Valentine's Day is knocking, and Manscaped is the remedy for the love doctor ordered. His prescription, the all-new Performance Package 5.0 Ultra, designed to elevate your grooming game and shine like the heartthrob you are. Join the 10 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com/MMANuts to snag 20% off and free shipping.
And for the bearded kings, Manscaped brings you the Beard Hedger Pro Kit, designed to shape your scruff effortlessly. It sculpts cheek lines and maintains beard styles, giving you that suave. That's right. Look for your romantic moments, seamlessly handling even thicker beards. It's the perfect tool for a polished, date-ready appearance.
And just remember, you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code at manscaped.com/MMA nuts. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA nuts. Because your grooming upgrade awaits, ready to charm your Valentine's dates.
That's right.
Oof, great.
And this episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Let's talk about sex, guys. Remember the days when you're always ready to go? Now you can increase your performances, get that extra confidence in the bedrooms. Listen up, BlueChew.com.
And just remember, you can take them anytime, day or night. Plan ahead or be ready whenever an opportunity arises. The process is simple. Sign up at bluetree.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription to your front door within days. Best part, they're made in the USA.
That's right. And Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at bluechew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. You can try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code NUTS at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's bluechew.com, promo code NUTS to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. We thank Blue Chew for sponsoring a podcast.
Thank you.
There was a point where I had that so dialed in. I think I was saying that ad on the golf course one day.
You were. I was like, whoa, that was really quick. We're like trained monkeys here.
Yep.
Regurgitating.
Those damned monkeys.
Read your lines.
Yeah. Dance, monkey, dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony Ferguson. Let's talk about Tony Ferguson for a second. Underwent knee and I believe elbow surgery. Recent arm surgery, I should say. I don't know if it's elbow. I'm guessing it is. Because he says that before his fight with Pimblett, he blew out his MCL or tore it partially and didn't tell anybody, So he
I
says,
wonder how that happened.
well, good question. He says, I recently took care of my leg, my MCL, and had surgery last Thursday, 1 week after my elbow arm surgery, both arthroscopies. Thought I would get them both done and double down, aka Jon Jones. Got it over with so I can do what I do best.
What's that? Lose fights?
He says, I feel no despair, just repair. I feel like that needs to be a t-shirt.
Stay alive, drive 55. Click it or ticket.
Yeah.
Maybe all that training with David Goggins didn't work out so well. That's all I'm saying. You push yourself to the break and you tear your MCL.
I'm gonna say that's probably what it is. Volume,
100%.
like not building up to that volume over time. Like he just went for it because he's
your body can't handle it when we're older like that.
No, you got to build up to it, So
no, there's a point when you're younger when you can push, but then there's also a point where you break if you don't listen to your body, and he's at that break point.
Yes, so no bueno.
Yeah, that's not good. Not surprising either. So
no.
I saw there was a lot of news about the WWE. They just signed a huge deal with Netflix, apparently. 10 years, $5 billion.
Yep. Starting in 25, right? In like a year from now.
Something like that.
Yep.
And so the UFC is going to start negotiating their deal, I think, in the next 3 to 4 months. So I'm wondering, like they said, UFC's old deal with ESPN was 7 years, 1.5 billion. And then they're saying there's some rumors of like Amazon and Apple TV. So you'd have Amazon, Apple TV, Netflix, ESPN, and maybe some other people all vying for that. Where do you think the UFC ends up? Because I have a hard time believing that ESPN's going to let go of that.
So this would be what, for pay-per-views and just regular cards?
Yeah, unless they break it up. That's another option, is maybe they do some cards on ESPN. Maybe someone else gets fight nights. Someone gets pay-per-views. They might be smarter to break it up because it seems it might be more lucrative to the UFC, but someone might want the exclusivity again.
Yeah, I wrestle with the streaming stuff a little bit because of their, Fight Pass and all that stuff. Like a lot of what they do, you can get on their platform. So it's like, unless it's the pay-per-views and the unnumbered cards, like the rest of the stuff, I don't know. So where are they going to land? I agree. I think ESPN probably doesn't let them go, but I'm wondering if they might end up going to like one of these up-and-comers, like a Peacock or something, like one of those smaller, or I guess newer spots that like these major networks are doing.
They'd have to pony up, because I'm almost wondering, it seems odd that if Netflix did this deal with the WWE, like why didn't they try to package it together since it's basically the same company now. TKO is running
Yeah.
both the UFC and the WWE. Say,
Is
well,
this
you
is
can
this
have one for 10, but you could have two for 18 or something.
so wait, maybe I misunderstood. This is a live deal. It's not like recordings or videos. It's like the actual live event will happen on Netflix.
They said it's going to be, I think, specifically for their Monday Night Raw. And then it's also going to include like the big events like WrestleMania and what
Whoa. Okay. So
other bullshit that they offer that I don't know.
I didn't realize that's a big deal because Netflix it doesn't do live streaming, you know?
Was like Prime doing what was it, Thursday night football, like on Amazon, which
Yep.
was fucking weird. I'm like, where is this stupid game at? Now I have to fucking turn on an Xbox to
Mhm.
watch this shit.
They did. Okay. I'm looking at the history now. This makes sense. So they've been testing live streaming stuff in 2023, and I guess they're going to continue it in 2024. Like they had some golf on, there was like a reality show that had like a live event, there was a comedy show, a bunch of other shit. So this makes sense. They're going from like a rental type of a situation or like, borrow to live events. Like that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know how I feel about all these stupid services. I prefer it on TV because you already see kind of the problem with the UFC when they went away from pay-per-view on cable is like there was a hard out. So you knew it was the pay-per-view would start at 9 and would end at midnight. And then ever since they went to streaming, it was like the pay-per-view starts at 9. We might end at 1:30 in the morning. We don't give a fuck. There's no
yeah.
hard time crunch. So it's
No.
like it's a lot more bullshit and fillers in here versus like we start here and we end here. So I hope that isn't the scenario with wherever else the UFC ends up again because I like that tight window. And now it's like there's so many fucking ads in the UFC broadcast. Like it's brutal. It's just brutal. Like every
Yeah.
round, like this
There's tons
round
of
is
ads.
brought to you by blah blah blah. And then the NASCAR aspect of the fucking
It's
octagon, but
everywhere, yeah.
the
Well,
minimalistic of
I'm rooting for
shorts.
Netflix in this case because I like Netflix. That's probably my favorite platform.
Mm.
I think they just give you the shit. They don't do it's like you want to watch something, here it is. They don't do all this other crap. So I'm a big fan. I like that.
Well, that's the one where you could stream a whole season of stuff, right? They don't
Right. Well,
piece it out.
they've done a little bit of both with it, but most of the time, yes. If it's season one, you're gonna get all the episodes uploaded at once, and you can watch them,
Yeah,
binge watch them if
that's
you want.
nice.
I
Because I
think that's
hate all these other ones where like, here's one this week. Well, you got the whole thing. Just fucking let me force feed it all in a couple nights. That's how I
Mhm.
like to digest it. I don't
Yeah.
like waiting week to week, or else I wait weeks and then start it.
Hmm.
Like it's a different time. You can just put it all out there.
Or you need a friend who's watching ahead of you, and you ask him, "Is it worth me
Spoil
watching?"
it. Yeah. Should I watch this whatever last season of Game of Thrones is?
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. It's gonna work. So you said there's this new movie coming out, huh? Some kind of Amazon Prime thing
Yeah,
happening.
it's a Roadhouse remake. If you remember the Patrick Swayze version, which was probably one of the greatest films that ever was made. I
Yeah.
can't believe they remade it. Hopefully, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm holding my judgment. But I'm hoping it's more a Top Gun 2 kind of like success and not all the other remakes that have bombed, you know. But yes, Jake Gyllenhaal, Conor McGregor's making a cameo. I think he plays one of the villains
Mhm.
I can't play the trailer. Matt told me I'm not allowed to, so I'm not going to.
No, they'll copyright us,
But you
unfortunately.
should
But
go out and check it out because it's a pretty cool trailer. I think the movie has potential, but it is coming out direct to streaming. So
that's never a good sign. Although it is Amazon, so I don't know what that means. But I feel like this is fucking blasphemy in the first place.
yeah,
You should never. That is such a classic movie. It's fucking hilarious. Okay.
it is. It is.
And it's so bad it's good. It's actually good. It's so bad. So them remaking it, and I saw the trailer, and I'm just going, this feels like it's the same fucking movie that they're making
Yeah.
again.
Yes.
And I can remember that they were originally talking about Ronda Rousey was going to be in this movie,
I don't think she is.
and
Yeah.
no, but I don't remember if she was going to be the lead, like the Jake Gyllenhaal or whatever his fucking name is,
Oh,
or if she was going to play the Conor McGregor role.
I don't remember either, actually.
I don't think they ever disclosed that, but
Hmm.
I just I think it's dumb as shit. Not gonna watch it. Out, out, because it's not like you're continuing the story. Like you can't continue the story obviously because Patrick's not alive anymore, and I think Sam Elliott's a goddamn skeleton at this point. He's got to be what 80 or something. He was
Yeah,
old in that movie,
he
and
was
I
old,
think he
but
was still acting though right
he's
now.
still doing TV shows.
He's surly as fuck.
He's still with it, man. Still looks tough. Still looks like a
So
kick your ass, even though he's an old guy.
yeah,
You know?
hell of a voice on that man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So yeah,
So we'll see, I guess, huh?
yeah, to be determined, but I'm not gonna watch that. I had too much respect for the original. When you're pulling a guy's throat out with your hand, come on, man.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about.
Exactly.
And then I saw Jon Anik had freaked out the other day.
Oh yeah.
So he was talking, I think he was on his podcast with Kenny Florian. He was talking about how much hate he was getting online for that UFC, 297 fight,
Hmm.
Dricus versus Strickland. He thought Dricus won the fight. He
Yep.
was rightful winner. And I guess everyone was just shitting all over him to the point where he's like, man, like, I think I'm just gonna quit the UFC and maybe just, announce football and just go that route. I'm like, I got some feedback for him.
Yes.
Don't read the fucking comments.
Right.
Just don't read the comments. Like, what are we doing here? Like, why
Who
so
cares?
butthurt? It seems like everyone, from the fighters to everyone else in MMA. I mean, I understand it when people used to shit on us all the time. Like, hey, guy on the right, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, fat guy. You're calling me fat. I'm like, what are
I'm
you
like,
talking about? I'm not a fat guy.
no one's fat. I don't know where
Like, what are you talking
this
about?
is poking at you. It's like
Yeah.
working out their shit,
I'm
their
like, oh my
childhood
God.
shit.
Like, I'm just turning the comments off,
Yeah.
like, or not reading them anymore.
No, don't.
So,
Yeah, I agree. I think that it doesn't help. You have to be, if you're gonna do that, you have to find the comments that are objective that actually like make sense, not like this opinions or whatever, But you're better off like asking your peers about your broadcast style rather than fucking the audience. Like they're so
yeah, yeah.
fickle.
Or hire like an assistant to parse through it and
Yeah,
then give you the comments like, here's the
right.
ones you should look at. And if you want to engage with, here's the pre-approved shit. Don't go through it like a random psycho.
No, it's just
Fuck.
it just seems like he wants to be liked.
I get it. He's good at his job.
I think he's pretty good. I agree. I think he knows
So
what
I
he's
would
talking
just
about.
say, don't read that. So anyway, what else is going on?
What else do I want to talk about? Um, well, okay. So let's talk about what we started before we started recording.
Sure.
I started looking ahead at the UFCs in the next couple of weeks. Here's
Fucking
one
stellar. Is that what you're
coming
talking
up
about?
this weekend. So yes, I challenge
Oh my
you
God.
to name anything significant about a single one of these fighters on this card. Because who are all these people? I don't know who these people are. You
There's a
know?
handful that I
But
know, but
okay,
like,
I'm being hyperbolic. But
right.
anyways, the next one, a week later on the 10th, this is not looking any better. I mean, you got Iggy, right? But I guess. But this card is just not Michael Johnson, but he's kind of like in the twilight of his career. So I don't know. It just okay. I feel like let's get everybody a fight. That's these two cards. Okay.
Pretty much.
And then
Well,
this
good.
looks more promising, which is on the 17th. So
Right.
I wanted to just we started talking about this before the show, and it was like, man, there's like this is the biggest lull that I remember in a while. It's like 2 months of not a whole lot going on. Almost more by the time we get to, February. It's
Yeah.
like what the hell? You know?
And all your stars are not fighting.
No.
You don't have your Conor McGregor, you don't have your Diaz's. Uh, I would put your Sean Strickland in there now. I think he's a star.
Mhm.
Your Jon Jones.
Yep.
Everyone's retired. Like fuck. And speaking of Jon Jones, he had just tweeted out something which I thought was kind of shocking. He
What?
said he just renewed. This is him talking. I just renewed my driver's license, took a picture and noticed some chubby cheeks right away. The lady asked how much I weigh. I said 270. The lady behind me said, well, at least you carry it well. So he's weighing fucking 270 right now?
She said, at least you carry it well.
Yeah.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
insane.
He's huge.
Well, I mean, he's also recovering for multiple surgeries, so probably to be expected, but
He's living the good life. He's probably doing all the good vitamins and
oh, I'm sure.
eating to
All
recover.
he has to do is beat Stipe, which I don't think for him is going to be very hard at this point. So
No.
it's gonna and probably a retirement for both those guys after that fight. Because I know Tom Aspinall keeps popping off like, "Oh, I want to fight somebody," and like,
Yeah.
just wait. They're gonna do their thing, and then he'll probably retire. You already have the stupid fake interim belt, so
Mhm.
let's see. I forgot I don't think I posted the picture of Dreykus after the fight with Strickland, but someone posted this picture to show him versus Whitaker and then him versus
Oh,
Strickland
good Lord.
of like
That's a
how fucked up
yeah, he took some shots.
he took a
God
beating.
damn. God damn.
And that's why
That's
sometimes you go, why isn't damage really weighed more when you look at it? And I know some people take
it,
a shot and their face blows up versus some
yeah,
people take a shot and
nothing
it's like
happens.
nothing.
Right.
It'd be like the Diaz's, or at least Nick, like every time he got hit, like we would just had so much scar tissue, like he's bleeding.
Mhm.
He's bleeding. It's tough. Let's see what else is happening. Let's
Well,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
I was gonna, since we were talking about Diaz brothers, I was gonna save
Hmm.
it for later. But so I found this the other day randomly. It's an interview from Diaz back, I think it's from 2016, where he's being asked about what he's gonna do against Conor.
Hmm.
So it's just
I'm just trying to get out there and get the job done.
What is the game plan going out against him?
The game plan is to go in there, hit him with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Hit him with some good shit, man.
did you? I remember that. Like, I don't know why that popped up on my feed. And I was dying. I'm like, fuck, man. He actually said that in a real interview. It's like
They don't
hit,
care,
no,
man.
no, hit him with some good shit. That was my favorite part. Look,
He's probably high as shit right there.
what is? I don't know what that
I
is.
don't know.
Oh, that's funny.
There was this. So one had a card over a weekend, and Sage Northcutt was supposed to fight Shinya
Oh yeah.
Aoki.
Did that not happen?
No, an hour before the fight, Sage pulled out. He said his corner had visa issues, and one had offered him some coaches for his corner, like a high-level jiu-jitsu guy and some other guys, and he was like, no. So then John Lineker took the fight on 1 hour short notice and stepped in. But
Wow.
I'm just, it sounds real fucking fishy. Like you probably know your guys had visa issues way before an hour before the fight.
You would think so, yeah.
So why? I don't know. The whole thing
Maybe
doesn't
that's
set
not the
right.
reason. There must have been something else
Yeah,
going on.
something else. It almost is like I don't know if they used him to sell tickets and then we're like they weren't really going to fight, but some kind of shadiness is going
Mhm.
on for sure.
Absolutely.
And I believe Lineker did not win because
No,
if
he
you're
got
taking a fight
submitted.
on 1 hour notice, unless your name is Seth Petrozelli, you're not winning.
Got submitted.
Yeah. So that was kind of fucking weird. And I saw the California State Athletic Commission was trying to make some rule changes. So let's see. Ariel Hwani tweeted this out. He says Andy Foster, who's the current executive director of the California State Athletic Commission and the chairman of the Rules Committee for the Association of Boxing Commissions and Combative Sports Mixed Martial Arts, tells me he will be proposing this change at the rules meeting next week. And right now, they're changing or trying to change the definition of a grounded opponent. So right now, the current language says kneeing and or kicking the head of a grounded opponent. A grounded fighter is defined as anything other than the soles of the feet bearing weight. The proposed language, it says kneeing and or kicking the head of a grounded opponent. A fighter shall be considered grounded and unable to be legally kneed or kicked to the head when any part of their body besides their hands or feet comes in contact with the canvas. So basically, you can't just put your hand down anymore and be considered grounded. If you do that, you're still standing then, and you can throw fucking knees.
So what if somebody's getting up and they're on their hands and feet? You can just blast them in the head?
Fuck yeah. I love
Wow.
that.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
That
You
changes
kick
things. So,
them, you can knee them, all sorts of shit.
so does that mean, wait a second. So that means you could potentially soccer kick somebody's ass now.
Well, if they're on, if hands and feet, but if they're on their knees, then no.
Like
So this basically takes the gaming out of the system.
Got it. Okay, okay.
So like if they're standing and a guy's trying to put a hand down,
right,
or two hands and 2 feet, fire away. But if you're a knee, any other part that touches the ground, then you're grounded.
It's different, yeah. That makes sense. Okay.
Like that's pretty cool if they can get that passed. And they're also trying to get rid of the 12-6 downward elbow being illegal. That's also being proposed to get rid of. So like everything, just less rules. Get the fucking soccer kicks.
Yeah.
And if you want to make fucking UFC 300 real fun, make it goddamn pride rules. What are we doing? Fucking pride rules the whole event.
I like it.
Then we have a whole new thing. What else is going on?
Well, speaking of this conversation, I'm going to bring you to this video I have from a KO from over the weekend. There's a up kick KO, which I haven't seen in quite a while. Check this out. He kicks him and then kicks him again, and that's the end of the fight. It's over. I'll show it in slow-mo here. So he's got an arm, trying to armbar him, kick him again.
And gets rid of it and then fucking KOs him.
So it's interesting. We were just talking about this. Is that legal? Can you do that in the UFC? Because he was
it was always debatable because
he was on his knees.
Sometimes it's okay and sometimes it's not. I always thought it should be legal.
Right.
If you're on the ground, I guess it depends where the guy is then, right? If he's on his knees, then
he was on his knees.
No. But if he's standing, then it's okay.
Ugh, these rules,
it's
man.
Stupid. I know. Yeah. Less rules is better because then we have less problems with, especially
small joint manipulation.
Rounded them out.
No ball shots. No biting.
No biting. Keep it simple. No eye gouging.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff. The rest of it should be fine.
Yep. Let's do a little tweet of the week. I don't even know what this is. Maybe I'll have it. Maybe I won't. Oh, this will be fun. We'll see if copyright exists. This is Wanderlei Silva when he first came to the UFC to talk some shit to Chuck Liddell.
Oh, nice.
To fight with the best fights in the world. For this, I'm coming here tonight because I want to fuck with Chuck here. Fuck Chuck.
What?
He wants to fuck with Chuck.
Yeah, fuck Chuck. Is that quite the right translation? I think he wants to fuck him up, but he sounded more like he wants to fuck Chuck.
Yeah.
Not to fuck the Chuck.
It's like what's that?
Chuck the fuck.
The Wesley Snipes movie where Sandra Bullock's in it, and she's like, "We're gonna go blow this guy," and Sylvester Stallone's "Blow this guy away."
Yeah,
like
yeah. She kept being just slightly off. What is that? Was that Judge Dredd?
No.
Or
no, not Judge Dredd. No.
Hang
on. Something about Taco Bell was like the greatest.
I know. I could see the movie. Because it had the murder, death, kill in it.
Yes, and the seashells. I'm trying to name things that I remember.
God damn it! Now I gotta make me look this up.
Not Judge
Well, if you
Dredd.
just do Wesley
Demolition Man.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. That was a great movie. Yes.
Goddamn,
Just picturing the
classic.
blonde hair. You know, he had that
Yeah,
crazy blonde hair. Wesley Snipes got in a lot of trouble in his life. We talked about that a while back. A lot of tax problems.
he was a very good Blade,
Yeah,
like in that movie.
I never
I
got
think
into
they're
that.
actually remaking that also, or another
No,
version of Blade is in the works. So,
never got into it, but I heard it's good.
yep. Let me a vampire movie. Let's do a little KO of the week. I got another
Yeah,
one.
let's see it.
There's some sound. Hopefully, it's not too loud.
Oh, high kick!
Oof.
Good night!
That was a
Good
little
Lord.
loud. Let's
And
see
he
that again.
still wanted to go after him after that,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Good Lord. There must be some bad blood.
Maybe, or he's just psycho.
Ouch. That looked bad.
I saw Tom Brady threw a pass to Volkanovski the other day, which I don't know where they were. They're at some event together. Oh yeah, let's get to it.
There's part of me that says like, man, I can't make it that easy because they're gonna go back and they're like, oh, that was easy. I caught a pass. So sometimes I like to make it a little hard, but not for him because I love him. All right, bro, come on, you gotta go right down the middle.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Well, he used to play rugby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he caught
Allegedly 300 pounds or something.
he caught it. That was impressive.
Yeah. Like, good for him. Like, who's not going to take that? Like,
Tom,
fuck yeah,
Tom
throw that
Brady's
shit to me,
fucking
man.
everywhere, man. He's
Yeah, he
everywhere.
is.
It's like Taylor Swift.
I know.
It's everywhere.
Hawking their shit.
Yeah.
What else you got? I think I'm just down to knowledge as I scroll back through
That's
here.
same.
Okay. Go
You want me to
ahead.
go first? Yeah. So speaking of Netflix and shows and stuff,
Yep.
I started watching the new season of True Detective. It's called Night Country. It's based in Alaska with Jodie Foster's in it. I don't know if you ever watched any of those, but they started a while ago, and every season it's different major actors. The first one was McConaughey and I forgot the other guy, but it was really good. And then they had subsequent ones, but this one is one of those like crime, weird, creepy things. And so far, it's given me the willies a bunch of times. So if you like that kind of thing, I recommend it. Like I'm just like, ooh, you get like the tingles. You're like, that could fucking happen. Like that's scary. Like that could. I'm not sure if that could happen or it could not happen, but it scares me. So if you're into that stuff, I'm 3 episodes in. That's as far. It's a weekly release. It's been pretty decent so far. Weird, but decent. So
yeah, I'm watching like more of what I watch is like the reality stuff. So like gold miner type stuff, treasure hunter
Real
type
Housewives.
guys. No, not that kind of shit.
Bravo.
More of the unscripted shit.
Okay.
Is where I find myself because I just like I don't understand these gold miners and what makes them tick, or the crab fishermen. I don't get this lifestyle, but I enjoy watching them.
Yeah.
Or these guys looking for treasure. Like I don't understand this, but they're doing something. So
they're doing it. Yeah.
Let's see what else I have for drones or knowledge. I have drones. So they're doing shit with drones. This stuff freaks me out. I don't understand this.
Oh yeah.
This is like a Tekken 8 marketing campaign.
It's like a drone.
Oh my God.
Show. Yeah. I don't know how they can possibly do this, but
I don't know how many thousands of drones you need. But
well,
that was one. I think Detroit did one too, where before the game where I forgot where I saw that. I should have sent it to myself. But basically they had a lion come up and then eat the logo of the 49ers or something like that.
Cool.
It didn't quite work out, but it was cool pre-show.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I could show this, but I'm going to anyway. I'll just say no animals were hurt during the video. Whatever. So a monkey jumps out of a tree, and then a guy comes up to see if he's awake. He's like, "Hey man, you all right?" The monkey dick. Oh, donkey dick and balls. He's all right.
Those guys that we had the video of that were trying to like putting their hand down some dude's pants when he got KO'd when it was some African thing a ways back. They must learn this from these monkeys. So like if you flick them in the dick, it'll pop up.
That wake right up.
That was ridiculous. is.
Let's see. We'll close out on this. So this may be like the new version of Power Slap. Saw this out there. I feel like Dana White should invest heavily in this.
If somebody say something I don't like, slap. If somebody look at me a way I don't like, slap. Somebody breathe too hard around me, slap, slap. Like, if somebody say something I don't like, slap. If somebody look at me a way I don't like, slap. Somebody breathe too hard around me, slap, slap. Like,
see, I feel like I need the Power Slap, Super Power Slap.
These are good ones. I'm dying over here. Nice.
Yeah, it's a new strike. I mean, it could be super effective. Could be super effective.
Could be.
Have someone test that out on me.
I like it.
On that note, let's shut down.
Alrighty, that has been another edition of MMA Nuts. My name's Ingo Weigel.
Matt Griffith, thanks for playing.